Welcome to my pre-algebra class. We're on chapter 12, section 8, and we're going to be using samples to make predictions. So from the results of a random sample of a large group, we're going to make a prediction for the larger group. On page 569, if you'll follow along, please, and look at the problem. We have a television rating service asked a random sample of 300 of the 44,000 residents of a city to name their favorite programs. And it shows those polled what each chose. So problem number 3 says find the probability of the Hendersons, that city watching the Hendersons. Well, when they polled, there were 60 that chose Hendersons out of the total of 300 in the sample, so the probability is 1/5. Problem number 4, the probability of the detectives. There were 42 that chose the detectives out of that sample of 300. So 6 goes in there 7, 6 goes in there 50, it's 7/50. So now you can apply that to the entire town. So how many residents would be expected to select the program, the Hendersons? Well, 1/5 of the sample did, so 1/5 of the entire town. So 1/5 of 44,000 would be 8,800. Approximately. And then 6, the detectives, well, 7/50 of the sample, so 7/50 of the entire population. That would go about 6,160. Well, that's it for the explanation. We're ready to start the assignment. So you need a sheet of notebook paper, headed, folded in half, and we're on page 569. We're doing exercises 1 to 15. And number 2, we're referring to the chart that's on page 568 about the candidates and their number of supporters. So problem number 2, about how many votes might each candidate expect to receive. Number 2, Wiley, he has 86 supporters out of 400. So that's 43 out of 100. And the entire population was 22,000. So we take 43 over 100 times 22, 220,000. So 43 times 220. All right, actually 2,200. And it's about 94,600. I made a mistake here. I'll fix that. 2 goes into 43 and 2 goes into 400, 200. And I can drop the end zeros, and 2 goes into 2 once, and into this one, 1, 0, 0. So now, using calculator, you can find it, get 43 times 1,100, which is approximately 47,300 people would support him Problem number 4. When 50 seniors were questioned, 40 said they had planned to attend college. About how many of the 480 seniors are expected to attend? So we have 40 out of 50, which is 4/5 of the sample. So we would expect about 4/5 of the entire population, so 4/5 of 480. 5 goes into 5 once, into 48, 9, with 30 left over, 6. And I'm going to slide this over a little bit so we can get to the calculator easier. So 4 times 96 be about 384. Problem number 6. A random sample of 150 owners of a new Brandon automobile were questioned to determine their satisfaction. Of those polled, 120 stated they were satisfied, 25 stated they were satisfied, were very satisfied, 25 stated they were satisfied, and 5 stated that they were dissatisfied. About how many of the 12,000 owners of the new automobiles are expected to be dissatisfied? Well, they said there were 5 that were dissatisfied out of the sample. So that would be 5 out of the 150, which is 1 over 30. So we would expect 1/30 of the total number of owners to be dissatisfied. So 3 goes into 3 once, into 12, 4, and we have 2 zeros, so we would expect about 400 to be dissatisfied. Problem number 8. We have a chart about a cable television company polling 200 of their 42,000 customers, and they were asked to rate their service as excellent, good, fair, or poor, and the chart shows the results. So problem number 8, find the probability that a person polled feels the quality of service at each level. So excellent, there were 104 out of the 200. So that would simplify down to, see, 2 goes into there 52 times, and 2, so I have a little problem here, and 2 goes into 100, 200, 100 times, and 4 goes into 52, 13, and 4 goes into 125, so 13/25. Problem number 10. Was fair, and fair there were 34 out of the 200. So 2 goes into 34, 17, and into 100, 200 100 times, so 1700ths. And then the last 4 problems. Use the results of the cable company poll to predict how many of the 42,000 subscribers feel their cable services at each level. So number 12 is excellent, and excellent we had 13/25. So we take 13/25 of the total, which was 42,000. And 42,000 divided by 25 is 1,680, and times that by 13, and we get 21,840. And 14, fair was 1700ths. times the 42,000. So that gives us 420. 420 times 17 is 7,140. That concludes the evens. Be sure and check the back of the book for the answers to the odds.